scales of a balance. Yeah. So open up the chest. Actually, the shapes that take form in space, they resonate with a lot of things. They resonate with each other. So in this, even in this body, when you take this shape, E embody the essence of justice and balance. It really feels like weighing things out through your heart. Last breath here. And as you exhale, extend the front leg, step the back foot forward. Of course, since this is the justice card, you have to experience the other side as well. So step the left foot to the back as well. And then do the same thing, same pose on the other side. So palms facing out. And then pay particular attention to how the heart and the hands connect to each other. In yoga practice, the hands are an extension of the heart chakra. So everything that we do outwards to the world, we do it through our hands. It starts from the heart. So everything has to be a labor of love. Even balancing out what we think about people or issues or things. Last breath here. And as you inhale, extend the front leg, walk the back foot in and step the left foot forward. And exhale here. Ideally, you feel a sense of balance doing things on both sides. But as with a lot of people, we're not balanced. No? We don't have to be equal left or right, but just to have a sense of it is actually a gift. The next pose is my least favorite card, but favorite pose. So it's the hangman. It looks exactly what it is on the card, but just right side up. So you're gonna take your right foot in, your left heel. In yoga, it's called the tree pose, but you can call this the tree in the hangman pose. But yeah, you can take your heel close to your ankle instead, foot to the calf, or heel all the way up to the inner thigh. And then take your hands in prayer to the heart. What I don't like about the hangman card is the expectation or the waiting. So, and then I think this perfectly embodies that, that part that I don't like. So you can also do other things here. Some would like to experience the potential in waiting. So you can do the same thing as you did in your magician. You can lift your arms up over the head. Press your palms up. And somehow it feels a bit more empowering in this pose. So when you put elements of the card together, they actually make sense in one way or another. And as you exhale, hands back in prayer to your heart, and then bring your right foot down to the floor, pedal the feet, and of course do it on the other side. So think of this pose as one is the tree where you're hanging from, and the other is the actual hangman. And then see, same pose, just on the other side. And then you can do the same thing. Some of us find out through our body that we actually prefer one side of the body than over the other. And we actually work one hand more than the other. So maybe you also want to think about that when you're reading as well. Like, are you dealing with one hand or the other? Maybe that influences some things. Last breath here for those who are still experiencing the boat. And as you exhale, slowly release. Hands to the floor, or feet to the floor, head to the feet, and exhale. The next pose is death. We're gonna go back to the top of the mat. I'm sure you know that a lot of clients, they fear the death card, but what they find is that now in yoga practice, death is a gift. It's transformation, basically. It's Shiva. So it's not really the end per se, but the beginning of something else. So we're gonna step the right back, and then you're gonna lift your arms up over the head. So we're combining a lot of elements together. The back heel is lifted. The front knee is bent. So in the card, you are basically death on a horse, right? So this is death on a horse with your flag up. So you're lifting your flag up, the herald of death. It really is meant to embody the importance of the death card, the importance of the aspect of death in the life cycle, like the transformation. That's why it comes announced. It has a flag, it's on a horse. It's a very important part of our existence. And then take your hands back in prayer to your chest, and step the back foot forward, and end here. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just to balance things out, so left foot towards the back, arms up over the head, press the palms up, keep the back heel lifted. There's a certain, I don't know if you feel it, but there's a certain bounciness to the death card. There's also a certain bounciness to this pose. As if there's something new that's about to start every time. You're not on stable ground, but you feel like you are moving along. As you exhale, hands in prayer to your heart, and exhale, step the back foot forward, and then release pedal the feet. Exhale here. Good. So from here, we're gonna move to the next card, Temperance. Temperance, in a way, is a bit of a balancing act as well. In the card that I read, it's fire and water being mixed up. So we're gonna take from the standing position, hands in prayer. You're gonna keep the left leg straight, step the the right foot backward, and you're gonna lean forward, and then it's like you're in a seesaw on standing leg. So in a way, you're weighing things out, whether to go forward and downward or upward and backward in this pose. And challenging the way that you weigh out things as well. You can also extend your arms to the front if that makes sense to you. Or you can also take your arms to the sides like airplane wings, which helps you open up the chest a bit more. So see what option with the arms helps you in this pose. Last breath here. And as you exhale, step the right foot forward again, and exhale, release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So as you exhale, hands in prayer, step the left foot back. So just tiptoe the back foot in. Lean your heart a bit forward. As you exhale, lean forward, and then exhale again. So remember that the arms and the hands are the extension of your heart energetically. So whatever you do with them means something. Like whether hands in prayer, arms forward, or arms to the sides, they relate to how you relate to others in this pose. As you exhale, hands in prayer to your heart, and exhale, step the left foot forward, and then release, pedal the feet. Exhale. Okay, so the next pose, you know what the next pose is? My favorite. It also helps you, it also kind of helps you show people what they need to work with. Right? So for me, the devil is an obsession, an addiction, something that you need to work on, get over, deal with. And I'm gonna show you exactly how that feels like in a yoga practice. So we're gonna come into a squat with your heels lifted up. I'm gonna show you something you need to do, and then you're gonna try to work. All right? Because that's how obsession works. So hands down on the mat. You're gonna hook your elbows on your knees, like this. Yeah? And then we're gonna lean forward. And then once you're all forward, so palms flat on the floor, because you're gonna support your weight with your hands. You're gonna lift your toes up.
I can't.
And once you get a taste of that freedom from gravity, it can be quite addicting. And that's where the obsession begins, right? So this is actually an embodiment of, the devil card in a way, because it is just trying to repeat the same process over and over again. But Actually, there's fun in trying, but of course, there's also army loves nesting, right? So we don't. So the point of the pose is the experience and not the final knowing about it. So this is the embodiment of the devil pose. And then from here, we're gonna bring your knees down to the floor. We're just gonna give ourselves a bit of a break from the devil because the next one is also big, like the tower. So you can sit here or you can tuck your toes if that's too much for your knees. And then just allow your spine to line up. Palms up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And exhale here. Last breath in the pose. And exhale. Now from here, we're gonna take on the one for me, the tower moment. And so we're gonna start in a tabletop position. Come on all fours and step the right foot in between your hands. So right foot forward. Exhale here. Now from here, we are going to lift the back knee up. And then we're gonna walk the hands forward. You're gonna tiptoe the left foot in. You're gonna lift the back leg up, like you're a tower falling over. Yes, exactly, that's how it feels like. So, a bit of an overwhelm, a bit of a too much work, a bit of, it is a lot, right? And as you exhale, step the left foot back down to your lunge. Good. Step it back down. Good. The thing with towers is that they don't happen once in our life, so we're gonna experience on the other side. So we're gonna step the left foot forward as well, and we're gonna do that on the other side. So we're just gonna walk the hands forward, and then lift the back leg up, tiptoe in, head down, lift your right leg up and back. So remember, the process is more important than how it looks. And you want to observe how your body feels the second time around that you got into this pose. And you will realize that you're actually a lot better at it than the first time. So our experience of the tower improves with resilience. And as you look forward and exhale, release. So just step the back foot forward again. We're gonna slowly stand up as you inhale. And as you exhale, release. That's a lot, right? So that part actually, 11 to 16 is kind of, it's a lot. So we're gonna finish up with something a bit more